operation.
The stall circuit breaker is out.
Yeah. Just check everything from left to right.
Chocks are set or no?
If you want, you can put it on now or before the engine start.
Okay. Position. Yeah, apart from this, everything is fine.
Okay, do it. Close it.
Sorry?
Close it. It was just a trap that you follow the correct.
Okay, left trim. Refuel.
Perfect.
Now we need to ask clearance for startup. Sorry. Okay. Radio check, radio check, radio check.
Radio check.
Yeah, do you hear me?
Yeah, radio check, radio check.
Perfect, yeah.
Okay, so Albania Lima Zulu Delta Bravo Juliet, General Aviation 8 request startup clearance.
Delta Bravo Juliet, QNH 1015, startup approved.
QNH 1015, startup approved, Lima Bravo Juliet.
Okay, yeah, this altimeter obviously is not very properly showing. We'll put it like this, because the altitude of the airfield is 1800.
Okay, so tuning up. Fuel pump. We have audible sound.
Propeller area clear.
Clear.
The opposite. Go.
First complete with the engine start sequence. So total to 1100 RPM. Oil pressure is okay. Now close the choke. Okay.
Choke closed. Parking brake is set. Okay, so fuel pump off.
So this is the when you finish with the engine start sequence, when you set the choke to off, when you see that oil pressure is in the yellow or in the green sector, and you put 1100 RPM, then you can proceed with the
rest.
Before taxi flow, yeah?
Fuel pump off.
Yeah.
Flaps take off. Okay.
Navigation lights.
Navigation lights on. Trim. We should put a little bit up, no?
Yeah, nose down, a bit more nose down. Perfect.
Okay. Everything is...
Gyro is working on this one.
So north 360. Okay. Flight control check.
Yes, perfect.
Okay, good. So ready for taxi.
Perfect, yes.
Albania Lima Zulu Delta Bravo Juliet, request taxi.
Delta Bravo Juliet, taxi right, taxiway Charlie. Line up runway 27 with backtrack, report ready for departure.
Taxi by Charlie, line up and backtrack for 827, report ready, Lima Bravo Juliet.
We have taxi clearance.
So first, throttle idle. Left side clear. Right side clear.
Left side clear. Parking brake off.
Perfect.
So taxi straight, backtrack to 7.
Perfect. Yeah, right.
Clear left. Approaching to 7. Strobe lights.
Perfect.
Strobe lights on. much, but I'm trying to guess. There is no window heat on this one.
After 1 or 2 circuits it will be clean.
Hopefully. The grass was trimmed.
Sorry?
The grass was trimmed.
A bit more to the right and then to the left.
Okay.
Okay, go to the left. Line up yourself on the center line. Right rudder. Perfect.
Braking brake set. Before the takeoff checklist, we have to do the magnetos. No.
Yep.
So put 1,700 RPMs. I think it's better if I hold. Yes.
Sorry?
It's better if I hold. Or
You have set the parking brake, so should be fine.
okay. So setting 1,700 RPM. Okay. Set. Left magneto.
Check. Hold. Check.
Increase. Right magneto.
Check.
Check.
Hold. Check.
Copy. Reducing idle. Okay, so now we have takeoff trim position. We have flaps takeoff, and fuel pump on.
Go pump on. Landing lights on.
And ready for
And engine instruments are set.
Okay.
Leave Zulu from Charlie for departure.
Mazda Delta Bravo Juliet, runway 27, wind calm, clear for takeoff. After takeoff, no traffic circuit.
Clear takeoff from U27 after takeoff, north traffic circuit, Lima, Bravo Juliet.
We have clear for takeoff. Parking brake off.
Now, right hand already on the... Yeah, perfect.
And set full thrust.
Takeoff thrust, set, keep your hands here. Speed away. 40 knots. That's your attitude, initial attitude, perfect. That's the takeoff, don't release the thrust, perfect. And now, this is the attitude for normal climb with 60 knots. And I will do the first circuit, just to see what we aim for. 1950, flaps up, and maintain the pitch attitude, perfect. Then we'll take the set, landing lights off, fuel pump off, then we'll set flying power, press a bit more the right rudder, and start the turn to the right.
You have control?
Yeah, both. You just keep your hands to see what am I doing. So we aim for 20 degrees of bank and heading north here. Heading north, we go out of the turn and then it comes 2,300, yeah? At 2,300, we will lower the nose, wait for 1-2 seconds for the speed to increase, and then we will release to 1,800 RPM. 1,800. So, this is the first line here. We start the turn here to go on the second line and follow it. So that's the second turn. Maybe you're not going to be able to see the lines very properly, but then we go on the second one. So here 1,800 RPM, yeah?
Yep.
2,380 knots and heading east. heading east. It's a bit like this. Yeah. So that's what we aim for. Here, abeam the tower, you make the report. Lima Zulu Delta Bravo Juliet, north abeam tower, ready for approach. Delta Bravo Juliet, you're cleared for approach runway 27, report final. Cleared for approach, we'll go Delta Bravo Juliet. Waiting for the third turn. Third turn is abeam this bridge building there, you know it?
Yep.
So, abeam this building, reduce the RPM to about 1,300, something like this, and do the third turn level. Yeah, do not descend. The aim is to lose the speed, yeah?
Yep.
So we are losing the speed, and when it's below 70 knots, we can put the flaps to the 15 position. Here, heading south, and 65 knots, flaps 15. When I put the flaps 15, you see I release a bit the nose to start descending. I see that we are very high here, because this circuit is not very properly done. So I release the thrust a bit more. Start the fourth turn. Fourth turn. You look outside. Then 65 knots, we put the flaps full position and put a bit more nose down. Reducing a bit more the thrust in order to recapture the profile. We are a bit higher. So, fuel pump on, landing lights on, and report that we are on final. Lima Zulu Delta Bravo Juliet, final runway 27. Lima Zulu Delta Bravo Juliet, wind count, clear to land. So, when we recapture the profile, I will put again 1,400 RPM. Now, 1,400 or 300 RPM. Speed is approximately 60 knots, aiming at the threshold. Here is the threshold. The flare, so, really, in the same time, reducing the thrust to idle and flare. After the flare, airplane starts going down, and you just soften the landing by pulling a bit. Then, apply full thrust and lower a bit the nose, and a bit the right rudder. So here with flaps full, we do a touch and go with flaps full, so we maintain a bit lower pitch angle.
We can see more.
Yeah, perfect. At 100 feet, flaps 15, and fall back a bit. To maintain a bit higher nose attitude, then flaps up, and fall back again. Then it's after takeoff checklist again. One thrust, and you have control.
Okay, I have control.
Fall back a bit more. Perfect. Press the right rudder to start the right turn. Press the right rudder a bit more. Perfect. Look outside, look outside. This is heading north towards the mountain, so go out of the turn here, and next thing you wait for is 2,300 feet. Maintain 70 knots up to 2,300 feet, and when you reach the altitude, lower the nose, reduce the power to 1,800, and start the right turn heading 090 degrees. Look outside, look outside. 20 degrees of bank.
The line is that one, or?
This line here. Go out of the turn. So here, everything is perfect. 1,800, 2,300, heading east, and 80 knots of speed. Okay, beam the tower.
Shall I report? Or the...
Yeah. Lima Bravo Juliet, cleared for visual approach runway 27, report final.
Clear for the approach?
Yeah, a bit more to the left just to keep the distance. So now, start reducing the RPM to 1,200. A bit more. Keep the nose, yeah, something like this. Don't maintain your look here and start the right turn by pulling the nose a bit more. Perfect. And a bit more right rudder. 20 degrees of bank, and that's the efficient. Look, outside the nose should be pointing a bit more up in order for the speed to go down. 65 knots, heading 180 degrees, flaps 15. And release a bit the nose. Release to start descending, yeah? Perfect. We are a bit higher. Perfect. Start the fourth turn with the right rudder. Perfect. Perfect. 20 degrees of bank, not more. Perfect. Look outside where you are going. Perfect. Perfect. Here, flaps full. And with the left hand, maintain the position. Perfect. Landing checklist. Fuel pump on. Landing lights on. Okay. First, put 1,400 RPM. Approximately. Don't maintain your look here for 5 seconds. Okay. Check your speed. So a bit more RPM. A bit more, yeah. Perfect. And now you can report. Demo Bravo Juliet, clear for touch and go. Wind is calm. Here is the aiming point. Perfect. Perfect, yo. Maintain this. And don't be shy from the runway. Don't be scared from the runway here. Start the flare. Throttle idle. And only backwards. Perfect. Perfect. So full thrust. Nose down. Very good job. Maintain the nose here. And burn. 100 feet AGL. Flaps 15 first. Up to 15. And look outside with the left hand. Just pull a bit. That's enough. Pull a bit with the left hand. Just look it. Initially first 15 and then up, yeah? Complete the after takeoff checklist, climb power set, and start the right turn with the right rudder. Perfect. Perfect. Pull a bit more. Pull. Perfect. That's it. That's it. Maintain 65 or 70 knots, so keep the nose something like this. Keep the nose a bit higher. Keep the nose to maintain the speed. Perfect. Perfect. 1,800. Very good.
You know, I just cannot identify the line.
Yeah. But let's go to this line. Let's make it this line, the third line, because there is a bit more space for the circuit for the. If you cannot identify the line, it's not a big problem, because you will just look the runway and try to be parallel to the runway.
Now, looking for heading east.
Perfect, perfect, very good job. Heading east, aim for 1,800 RPM. Perfect, 80 knots, everything is perfect. Now you can make the report. Lima Bravo Juliet, clear for visual approach runway 27, report final. A bit to the left and maintain 2,300. Start reducing the power. 1,000, 2 or 300, a bit more, and start the right turn. Perfect. Maintain here, you have to maintain level flight in order to decrease the speed, yeah? So do not descend, but keep the nose up, perfect. Still a bit more nose up. 1,800, heading 180 degrees, flaps 15. Flaps 15. And release the nose. Perfect. Now look there. You are descending with 65 knots, 300 feet per minute vertical speed, which is perfect.
Starting the right turn.
Starting the right turn. Perfect. Yes, you saw that we are coming short, so you reduce the bank. Perfect. Now here, flaps full. Correct with the left hand. Perfect. Fuel pump on, landing lights on, and make a report. Lima Bravo Juliet, runway 27, wind calm, cleared for touch and go.
Clear for Tango 27, Lima Bravo Juliet.
You are on the glide slope already, on the glide path, so you have to put 1400, otherwise the speed will start dropping. Put a bit more and maintain the nose here at the aiming point. No, keep that speed, keep that thrust up to the... Now the speed is a bit lower, so... Here is the flare, reduce the thrust, and start pulling back. Back, that's it. Okay, full thrust, nose down, full thrust. Right rudder. That's it. This attitude, not more. This is the attitude, yeah?
Okay.
Just to maintain 55 or 60 knots, something like this.
Plus 15.
That's it. And pull with the left hand. Look outside, pull with the left hand, you have to maintain 60 knots. Now first flaps up, and pull back with the left hand, pull back, pull. Okay, now the after takeoff checklist.
Fuel pump on, off, and running lights off, starting right there.
Yeah, and climb power, don't forget. What is your speed? 75, so you have to pull back to make it 65 or 7.
2300.
Perfect. Wait a bit.
Sorry?
Wait a bit with the thrust. Now, 2300 speed, 80 knots, release to 1800 RPM. And here you can start the third two, and we will follow this line. This line, yeah. Go on the line, yes. Perfect. A bit more to the left to follow the line, yeah. Now, you have 1800 RPM. We are a bit descending, yeah, so you have to put the nose a bit more up. Perfect. Still descending. Put the nose up. And start looking outside already. Now you check what you check. This is already checked. Coming 2300, everything else is fine. Okay?
North of tower.
Delta Bravo Juliet, clear for approach. Report final. Perfect. That's the fridge. Reduce to 1300 and start the third. Pull the nose back. Pull the nose more back. 20 degrees back. Perfect. Maintain the bank until you go out of the turn. So look, this is achieved by looking outside. Flaps 15.
Flaps 15.
With the left hand go down. Perfect. Look outside. Perfect. Don't start a bit too early. Yeah. Perfect. That's it.
I think quite a bit too high.
Too high, then you can use the flaps for track. Put it from now. So, oh yeah.
Fuel pump on, running lights on.
Oh. Lima Bravo Juliet, runway 27, wind calm, clear for touch and go.
Clear for touch and go 27, Lima Bravo Juliet.
Okay.
The center line must be between your legs, perfect, and 1003 or 400 RPM. Maintain the aiming point. What's your speed?
60.
It has to be 60, yeah? Not 55, 60, perfect. Maintain here. Yeah, reduce the thrust. When you reduce the thrust, then there is a tendency for the nose to go down, so flare it. let me do this one. 100 feet, flaps takeoff, yeah? Keeping the right rudder, takeoff position, yeah? Then pull back a bit with the right hand. Flaps up. Look, I maintain 65 knots. I keep the nose there. Landing lights off, fuel pump off, climb power, thank you, and starting the right turn with 20 degrees bank and about 65-70 knots of speed, yeah?
Yep.
Look the nose. Good. High enough to maintain that speed, yeah? Then we aim for heading north, yeah? Heading north is here, waiting for 2,300 feet. 2,300, releasing the nose to the horizon. Here, waiting a bit for the acceleration. And when the aircraft accelerates, reduce the thrust to 1,800 RPM, yeah? Now here is the second line. I start the turn in order to go on the third line. 20 degrees of bank. Here we are on the line. So going out of the turn. So 1,800, 2,300, speed is coming and heading is okay to maintain the line. Here, Lima Zulu Delta Bravo Juliet, north beam the tower, ready for approach. Lima Zulu Delta Bravo Juliet, cleared for approach, report final. Cleared for approach, will report final. Lima Bravo Juliet. Communication is done and we are waiting for the third turn.
Yes.
We saw that we are coming very high with this RPMs because this circuit is a bit more thin. So I will reduce to 1,200, a bit more. 1,200 RPM and start the turn. So here it's very important to keep the nose up here, to pull. To pull in order to lose that speed. To make it horizontal this turn. Level, actually, level. Waiting for heading south towards the mountain. Heading south, speed 65 knots. So put the flaps, take off and release the back pressure, yeah? Release the back pressure, start descending with approximately 300 feet per minute, 65 knots. And looking outside, of course, yeah? We are coming a bit higher, so I'm reducing the thrust a bit more. Waiting to start the fourth turn, right rudder, 20 degrees of bank. And aiming at the threshold from now. Here, going out of the turn, flaps full. Flaps full, landing lights on, fuel pump on, landing checklist complete. Lima Bravo Juliet, final runway 27. Lima Bravo Juliet, wind is calm, cleared for touch and go. Cleared for touch and go, Lima Bravo Juliet. Okay, we are a bit high. I dive a bit more to capture the profile, then I aim again at the threshold and advance the RPM. Now you see that we are a bit higher, steeper glide path, so we need less RPM, yeah? About 1,200 is enough to follow that steeper glide slope. Here, aiming at the threshold, this is the flare. Flare and reduce the thrust. Look, now start to go down and pull back slightly in order to soften the landing. Now, full thrust, put the nose a bit more down and maintain a bit right rudder. You have controls.
I have controls.
Perfect. That's the attitude.
700 flaps takeoff.
Perfect. And pull with the left hand. Perfect. That's enough for now. Pull with the left hand. Just 1 second. 1 second for flaps of takeoff and then flaps up.
Okay. Then flaps.
Flaps up. Pull with the left hand. Pull, pull, pull. After takeoff checklist.
Fuel pump off, running lights off. And climb thrust 2,100. Starting right turn.
With the right rudder. Perfect. Look outside. Look outside. Inside only check the ball. And everything else you need is outside.
Heading north. Aiming for the second line.
Okay.
I'll start the turn now. I should have started even before.
Yeah, no worries. You will adjust. At least the window is clean already, yeah?
What?
At least the window is clean already.
Yes.
Weather is perfect for our exercise.
Amazing. No turbulence.
Yeah. Unfortunately here the terrain is not flat, so it's a bit lying here, this mountain. You have to maintain a bit more, yeah, perfect. And you're clear for approach.
Clear for approach. So that's the building. I'm gonna reduce now 1,400.
Reduce it to 1,200 because every time we're coming high.
Okay, and I will start the turn.
Okay, yeah, perfect.
Pulling the nose up to lose.
Perfect. And just 20 degrees of bank, not more. Perfect. You have the speed, so flaps 15.
Plus 15.
Perfect. Now adjust your heading towards the mountain. Perfect, yeah, perfect. Very good, Diogo.
Thank you. Starting the final turn.
Yeah, but look outside when you do the turn in order to adjust to go out on the center line. Flaps full, complete the turn and then flaps full. Complete the turn. Okay, good. Flaps full.
Flaps full.
But fully full. Fully full.
Fully full.
Landing lights, fuel pump.
Landing lights on, fuel pump on.
Okay, the most important is put the correct RPM, otherwise the speed will start dropping 1,400. You are now on the correct glide path, so you need 1,400, a bit more. Delta Bravo Juliet, cleared for touch and go runway 27. On the flare, throttle idle, I want a bit higher flare now.
Okay.
Here. Flare. Perfect. Not down, don't go down, only backwards, yeah? Full thrust. So, throttle, fully idle, flare, and when the airplane starts going down, expect that moment, then you'll start pulling back down. Push it forward, yeah?
Okay, so basically when I reduce the throttle, the airplane will go down.
Exactly.
Just wait to go
Wait
down.
for that moment, yeah?
Flaps 15.
Keep the right rudder and wait for 1 second to flap 15. Now flaps up.
Flaps up.
And pull back. Perfect. Now complete the landing checklist.
After takeoff checklist. Completed. Reducing to 2,100 RPM and climbing to 20 degrees. I like the steep turns, no? Accelerating. RPM 1,800.
Perfect.
Starting the turn.
Here, when you're with high speed, you don't need so much rudder. Just touch slightly the rudder, because you're with less angle of attack, yeah?
Yes.
Speed is high, altitude is low. Perfect. does this mean? That you have to pull slightly back. Correct RPM, 1800, yeah? Okay, you're coming to the third turn, so 1200 RPM. Perfect. And start the turn. Don't descend, because the aim is to lose speed, not altitude, yeah?
We keep the same altitude.
But keep the 20 degrees bank. Perfect. Go out here of the turn.
Plus 15.
Perfect. Go. Perfect with the left hand. Yes. Follow the descent. Perfect. Keep the heading south, and when the proper time comes, start with the fourth turn. 20 degrees of bank.
Be the turn, flaps full.
Okay. Look, when you do something, check if it's done, yeah? Flaps full, check that they are full, landing lights, fuel pump, perfect, 1400. Now your job is done. Now you're fully stabilized, and you're aiming at the threshold, RPM are good, speed is good, you're cleared for touch and go, don't flare at the same altitude, at the same height, flare at the same height, close the thrust lever, and then when the airplane starts going down, just soften the landing. I'm not touching anything. Good.
Airborne. Under flaps, takeoff.
Don't release the right rudder. And pull back with the left hand. Flaps are up. After takeoff, check this. Maintain the 20 degrees bank and maintain the pitch attitude, yeah? Up to 2300. This you can achieve it the easiest when you look outside. You don't need to look inside. 2300. What is the correct RPM? 1800, so 100 less. Perfect, perfect. Now everything will be easier from now on when you have set the correct RPM. Okay, Diogo, very good. My controls, I want to tell you something. I want you to think about what I'm telling you. That's why I don't want to think about flying. Okay, so it was very good flare. Very good flare at the correct altitude. You reduce the thrust to idle, then wait. Then you have to have this patience to keep the pulling, yeah. Because at the end you release the stick, so the aircraft landed with the nose wheel as well, yeah. So you have to have that patience to keep the stick backwards. And then the aircraft will land on the main wheels, yeah? Maybe a bit more right rudder during the flare, just a bit more right rudder to land parallel to the axis, yeah? It was perfect. Do it the same way.
Okay, but now just a small correction, which is to be patient and...
Perfect. Just keep the nose, don't go down, yeah? Your controls. During the flare, you should not go down with the stick. Keep the nose up, yeah.
My controls.
You have controls. Keep the nose up, yeah. And keep the turn.
Speed flaps 15.
Yeah, but go out of the turn here and then flaps 15 now. Perfect, that's it. Check if you're high or low. You're a bit too early with the turn and flaps full. Watch out the speed. Don't release, don't release the stick with flaps full. So make sure they're full. Complete the landing checklist. That's Roger, let's get for touching off.
I'm putting a little bit down because I feel that we are a bit high.
That's perfect. The speed is a bit higher, so 100 RPM less. Perfect, that's it. So you're stabilized now. The same thing, same thing. Yeah, flare here. Now, only backwards. And keep it here, keep it, yeah? Don't release it, just keep it backwards, yeah? If you release it, then the aircraft will land with the nose wheel as well.
Is that released now?
Yeah, at the end, you release the stick,
pressure.
and then the aircraft lands on with the nose wheel as well.
1900. Flaps 15.
Keep the right rudder pressed. Okay, nose up and flaps up.
Go pump up, landing lights. Oh, 2100. 30 to turn.
My controls?
Air controls.
Okay, you're very good, but you started the flare a bit late, and when you see what's going on when you start the flare late, you pull too much, because you cannot judge properly when you start late. Start it on time, just to make a smooth flare, yeah? But to judge it properly, yeah? Then start it a bit earlier, close the thrust lever, and then when the aircraft doesn't have power already, so it will start descent. Expect that moment when the aircraft starts descending, start pulling back a bit, and before touchdown, it's important to keep that stick here, not to release it, because otherwise if you release the stick, then the aircraft will land and then immediately the nose wheel will land again. So now, two things. Flare a bit earlier, start the flare a bit earlier in order to be able to judge the flare properly. Start it a bit earlier, close the thrust lever, and then expect that the aircraft will start descending and start softening the landing by pulling backwards.
Okay, basically I need to keep more the nose up on the last stage of the...
On the last, just keep it, no, you keep the nose perfectly well, but don't release the stick when the aircraft touches down, yeah?
Only up.
Yeah, only keep it up.
Okay, I will try.
Oh, you will do it?
Yeah, I will do it.
Your control.
My controls.
Go.
So reducing to 1000
And start turning with 20 degrees of time.
and nose up.
Perfect. 20 degrees. Keep that bank angle until you go out of the turn. Go out towards this village Kostanets here, yeah? This village Kostanets,
Yep.
which is, yeah, that's flaps 15.
Flaps 15.
Maybe you're a bit too fast. Perfect.
Over the bridge.
Go. No. Just slowly, step by step, slowly, step by step. You're not in a hurry. You have plenty of time. Perfect. When you pull the flaps, always check that they're set. Okay, flaps full, landing lights on, fuel pump on, and the most important, you're on the glide slope, so you have to add thrust. Perfect. Delta Bravo Juliet final. Delta Bravo Juliet, jet for touch and go, wind is calm. Fully stabilized, you are fully stabilized. Just remember, start the flare a bit earlier to be more controlled. Flare, close the thrust lever, and then you have plenty of time to pull back.
Cutting the throttle.
Yeah. Close the thrust and start slightly pulling back. More. Keep this. Look, the nose wheel didn't fall now, yeah?
Yeah.
Full thrust.
Smooth.
Plus a bit more, that's the pitch attitude. Now we will start with south traffic circuits. Do you have the proper speed? 55 knots, yes you have it.
Yes.
Flaps takeoff.
Flaps takeoff position.
Up. Yeah, pull back with the left hand. Okay. And flaps up. Perfect, flaps up. After takeoff, check this.
Fuel pump off, running lights off.
Climb power. Release the right rudder, just release the right rudder and start to the left hand. Release the right rudder. Perfect, that's it. And now, press it again. Now right rudder to go out of the turn and maintain the right rudder. 2,300. Now here, the terrain is very unusual, so now here you aim at the terrain, but you are level there. It's lying, the terrain here is lying.
It's like
so, yeah, outside of the church, you start the left turn. So you see, you're climbing because of the terrain. Here the terrain is high, and it's lying you.
It's tricking.
It's illusion, yeah? Check the altitude. Check your altitude. Make it 2,300. Check your heading. Should be 090. Your heading should be 090 degrees. 090 should be, yeah? So go to the right.
And keep looking here.
That's perfect, yeah.
Alpha.
Perfect. Now 2,300 you have. So, you have to put 1,800 to maintain this altitude.
Now here the turn is over this lake, isn't it?
Yeah, here again, when you're above the bridge, start the turn, start the turn and reduce to 1,400. Here, this is a bit more wide. This circuit is a bit wider, so this RPM is okay, 1,400. Very good, you maintain the bank angle perfectly. And this is heading north towards the bridge. Perfect, flaps 15. And release the nose, release the breath. Yeah, perfect, that's it. So, that's 300 RPM, 3,300 vertical speed, 65 knots. You're on the 3-degree glide path. Here, it's very important, be careful with the wires here, with the cables.
I want to reduce maybe further more.
Check the runway.
Yes.
When you are ready, you can start the turn. Look outside and adjust the bank angle. Adjust the bank angle, yeah? Perfect.
Leaving the turn.
Now you're aiming here. We are with flaps 15, so you have to aim a bit more further into the runway, what we were talking about, yeah?
Yes.
In order for the aircraft to go towards the threshold, yeah? Okay. Flaps full. Perfect. Check that they're really full, yeah? Fully full. Coming a bit high, reduce. Now it's the same exercise. Same exercise. Don't be shy of the runway, just point there, now flare, idle thrust, and soften the landing, yeah. Good. Flaps full, takeoff thrust. Adjust your bank angle to go on the center line.
Okay, flaps full.
And check always flaps full and check if they're full. Yeah, check, yeah, they're full.
Fuel pump on my lights on.
Landing checklist. Delta Bravo Juliet, clear for touch and go. You're flat, yes, so you need a bit more RPM than usually. Perfect, now you're on profile, so again, yeah, speed is coming, so perfect. Keep the nose here, start reducing the thrust. There is. Here. Flare. That's it. Wait for the aircraft. Don't push it forward. Perfect. No thrust.
Did you touch anything?
Almost nothing. Keep it here. Don't accelerate. Don't allow the nose to go higher.
Plus 15.
Okay, thumbs up. Oh. Thumbs are up. After takeoff checklist, completely perfect. Maintain the speed. And yeah, you can start the turn.
I don't know why I feel like putting the nose down. You see, I was about to put the nose down again.
Sorry?
I was about to put the nose down again. I don't know why.
To the left.
Church.
The thing I helped you with is aiming because you tend to be shy a bit from the ground and you want to pull it back, but you have to force yourself to keep that aiming point, yeah? Keep that aiming point up to the end.
Reducing.
Okay. Now you're 100 feet higher, so expect that and reduce the RPM more. Start the turn. You should go out of the turn towards that building, yeah?
Yep.
Why the speed is not coming? Because the nose is too low and we are descending with 500 feet per minute, yeah?
Yeah.
And we are a bit lower, so keep the RPM 1400, but keep the nose a bit higher. Plus 15. Check the runway, where it is.
Plane side. Turning final.
Go where you go, check where you go, adjust, check and adjust. Always at the fourth turn, check the speed and check where you go.
Flaps full. Full. Bell pump on. Landing lights on.
Out of altitude, clear for touch and go.
Clear for touch and go, loading to 7 Delta Juliet.
You're a bit flatter, so you need more RPM. Perfect. Now you're on profile. Aim here. Now aim at the aiming point. Don't be shy from the runway. Aim here. Aim here. To the end. Up to the end. Aim here. Don't be shy. Aim here. There. 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 Use the thrust. Use the thrust on flare. And keep it here. Perfect. Full thrust. Right rudder. Nose down. Very good. Nose down. Keep it nose down. Keep it there, yeah. with the left. Pull back. More. Perfect. Flap setup after takeoff tunes. Completed. On the flare, don't forget to close the thrust lever. Otherwise, we do very long landing.
Otherwise, we will end up in Dolnovania.
Last one, huh?
Yeah. Wait, I'm south now. I'm gonna turn on the church.
So it's very important, the last one, to make it proper.